All right. Good afternoon, Clive. How are you doing?
I'm good, Graham. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you very much. It's Friday. I'm ready for the weekend.
It's Friday afternoon, so heading towards 5 o'clock. And when I was a young lad, they said 5 to 5 is crackerjack. That was a long time ago, way before your time, Graham. So.
Probably, yeah. But thank you. So it's good to see you. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to have a quick discussion, and hopefully 5 minutes, if we can do it this time, on CDS, because we had a webinar with Dakar this week, and it'd be good to get just a quick update about what's happening.
Yeah, good. And we posted, I think I posted yesterday actually on LinkedIn, kind of following that. It was on the 11th, wasn't it, Wednesday? Really good turnout, as we see with most of our webinars now. And an excellent presentation by Dakar. So, really informative. A lot to take in, and I think some of these webinars, sometimes we don't get a raft of questions or a tsunami of questions on the day, because there is a lot to take in. So we touched on, particularly Dakar touched on, obviously, experience to date with the implementation of CDS for imports, which has gone through now, and we're beyond that now from a Frontier perspective. And most everybody, I think that's the indication that are using now CDS through whatever software application they use or provider they use, that are being enacted now through CDS, which is good. And then we obviously talked about the forthcoming move on to CDS for exports, which has been delayed because of issues that HMRC have got around the CDS solution. So that's been pushed back to the end of November. So you've got to migrate now onto CDS away from Chief in readiness for the 1st of December. And that seems a long way away, but in reality it isn't. We're now sat in January. November seems a long way away. December 1st seems a long way away. But it flies by, as we know.
Well, if it's anything to go by last year, that seemed to disappear straight away. So yeah,
didn't it? So the outcome, I think listening to Dakar and the experience of imports, and the changes, the difference, and it is quite a fundamental change and difference. And I've myself enacted declarations on CDS for imports, not only at Frontier but through the customs warehouse aspect as well. And it is different to Chief. So and I think the overriding impression or feeling I got left with, which was, and I did say on the call to our members, was get involved and get familiarized. The trader rehearsal, I think what they service, isn't it? The trader rehearsal service, they call it on CDS, what they call test, is available now to anybody who can interact or interface into it through their software provider. Is to do so as soon as, for exports. It sounds a long way away, but there are significant changes. The data sets are different. So although the fundamental output is the same, members out there are listening to this, do engage on CDS as soon as you can in readiness for November, because it is different. It will take time to familiarize yourself with CDS and its requirements, but the more and the earlier that you engage, the quicker you will be able to get it, and then be more comfortable at the time of when we need to migrate.
Okay, excellent. Hopefully that gives everyone a better understanding of what's going on.
Yeah, and I think as well, Dakar presented that to us and to our members, which was great. But not everybody will be using Dakar, so it is a question of engaging with their provider. Now, whether or not whoever they use, and there are a number of providers out there, software companies out there who do have Frontier solutions, engage with them as soon as. and test with it. Use a trader rehearsal service to familiarize yourself with it, and not only CDS obviously, but your software provider's application, because it will be different, and they are different. Data sets will be the same clearly, but the software will be different. So, reach out to your provider and engage and start what I would call user acceptance testings through that trader rehearsal service as soon as you possibly can. And having been through the import process and migrating from Chief to CDS, that was the overriding feeling and sense that I've got. And, having gone through that, is that's what you had to do. That was the only way to achieve success. Early engagement, as much testing as you could do, as early as you could do, to get comfortable with it, and then you're ready for when you do want to cut over and migrate to CDS.
Yeah, you can never do too much testing or too much practice. So
absolutely, and it is all. I mean, it all seems daunting and new when and a lot of people were sat listening to Descartes on Wednesday, and stunned silence, But it will be at this stage, and it isn't until you start enacting it yourself and engaging with the CDS through your provider that you will get familiar with it, and with familiarity will come comfort and understanding, and then you'll be well placed to make that leap.
Wise words. Excellent. Well, okay, thank you very much. I think potentially that was 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing, because if it is, that's the first time I think I've achieved 5 minutes.
I will check following the recording, but yeah, we'll see.
I'll take that.
Thanks very much for that, Clive. If anyone's got any questions, obviously have a look at the BWA website, which is www.thebwa.com. Contact me, secretary@thebwa.com, and yeah, we can certainly help.
Absolutely. Reach out to you, and as always, we'll help as much as we can.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Have a good weekend, Clive, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
And you take care.
All the best.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.